Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Enbelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
And welcome. And I hope your day is off to a running start. Or better yet, forget the running start. How about you running start? Or walk fast, or walk slower. As many of you know, I try to look at life in a positive way, and in fact, I encourage you, by all means, to join up with organizations that can help you appreciate what the heck you have. There is no doubt as we age, not only are the times so turbulent now, like never before, who in would have ever thought that a virus like we had to deal with would have turned the world around the way it is today. But the good news is I have got so many people that I associate with, and I appreciate the opportunity to share my thoughts on radio with you on a weekly basis, to look at life in a positive way. You have to adjust. As I like to say, the magic ABCs of successful aging is that A, is you have to adjust and accept what you have. B, bridge and still connect with people, which stands for C. So ABCs, like in school, for aging is also appropriate. I'm really excited today about actually how you can adjust. As I do in my radio spot, that asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. And guess what? I am so excited about having the executive director of St. Joseph's Helpers on the line. She, Raina Bennett, is the executive director, and I had the joy of meeting with her at a health fair at World Medical Relief, which, by the way, is one of the best kept secrets around. As you may know by the name, they offer relief throughout the world. They're right here in Southfield, and if you are in need of prescriptions at a low cost for as low as $8.50, they can help you there. They also can help you in other areas. And Raina Bennett was exhibiting the services of St. Joseph's Helpers, and it's ironic because I have always admired the story about Joseph from the Bible, and here in action is right in our town in Taylor, Michigan, St. Joseph's Helpers. And Raina is a really dynamic individual. She was explaining all the services that she has to whoever showed up, but you weren't there. So guess what? I was fortunate enough to convince her to call in and tell us about it. So, hello, Raina.
Hi there, Ike. How are you today?
And since the audience has not had the privilege of knowing what you guys do, tell us about St. Joseph's Helpers. What is your mission?
Well, St. Joseph Helpers is an organization founded on Christian values, made of men and women who volunteer their time and talents to help those in need to feel safe and secure in their homes by providing them with basic home repairs.
Mm-hmm. Now, who and where do you serve, and what kinds of services do you provide?
Okay, we serve our seniors, veterans, those with physical challenges, and then those who need a helping hand. We currently serve clients in Southeast Michigan and Central Kentucky.
Wow. So you are multi-station or statewide, huh?
Yes, so, we're striving to be a nationwide organization.
Yeah, wow. So then how does someone get a hold of you? What do they do? Is it strictly technology, or do you have a phone number?
So we actually have both. We cater to the individuals that are internet savvy by visiting our website, which is sjhelpers.org, or they could call our office, which is 800-303-5075. 800, in other words, 303-5075. And I assume after all of these
years that you've been around, can you share a story about someone that has benefited from your services?
Sure. So I want to backtrack just a little bit because I want to talk about what repairs we do. We do minor plumbing, such as repairing or replacing faucets. We have minor electrical with things like changing switches, outlets, or fixtures. And then other projects that keep you safe and secure in your home, such as grab bars in your bathroom and exterior railings. And some client stories that we have. We had one woman who was suffering from brain cancer in a local rehab center. Her family wanted to bring her home last Christmas, and we also install temporary ramps. So our St. Joseph Helpers volunteers delayed their own holiday plans last minute to get a ramp installed for this woman. She was able to come home later that day and celebrate Christmas with her family. And unfortunately, she did pass away just after New Year's, but her family was so grateful, thanking us for making her last wish possible.
Wow. Well, that's such a touching story, and the truth of it is that you actually probably have inspired the family to appreciate how they can help the individual that's in need at the time of need. That's wonderful. Now, how do you charge? Is it insurance covered? What's the procedure?
So we are a free service. We have all volunteers who do the work at no charge, so the labor is free. And all we ask for from our clients, if they can donate towards their material cost if they're able to. If they can't, then we have funding that will help them with that.
Now, let me get this straight, because, I have a series of Ikeisms. Most of them I just repeat from someone else, and this is one that I think is appropriate, and that is, you've heard that saying that if it sounds too good to be true, it's not true. I believe that there are certain wonderful things that are true and are true. So you're telling me that if someone is in need, for free, if they're in a financial type situation where they can't afford it, and obviously you need whatever bucks you can to keep the program going, they don't have any out-of-pocket expenses? Is that what you said?
Correct. It is a free service, and we just ask for donations. So anything you're able to donate will help that next person who cannot.
Now, as far as the protocol is concerned, someone calls in, what happens? How's the call handled?
Our intake team at our office in Taylor takes our first initial call and asks them all the series of questions to see if we are able to find a volunteer to help them. If it's within our scope and if we have volunteers in their area, our volunteers will then pick up a case and then go and help the client. We'll get all the materials and all the things that they need for each individual project, and that's taken care of.
Now, if you wanted to be a volunteer, can you share with us what is how do you screen them? You can't just have someone walk in and say, hey, I want to help seniors, and you say, okay, you're hired. It doesn't work that way, I assume, right?
Not exactly. So if they visit our website at sjhelpers.org, they can fill out an application. And after the application, they get a link to our national background check. Once all of those forms have been completed, they will get their own login to our volunteer website. It's directly on our main website, and then they can pick projects within their area, within their abilities, and the dates and times that they choose. Our office volunteers, they coordinate all the materials and other details for the field volunteers.
So now, to get it straight, are you in all of the counties in Michigan, or what? You're based in Taylor, Michigan. So is it just Wayne County that you're involved with, or do you go to Oakland?
So currently we are in 7 counties across southeast Michigan: Wayne, Monroe, Washtenaw, and then we have Oakland, Macomb, Livingston, and St. Clair currently. And as we grow more volunteers, that will expand into more of Michigan.
Now, if someone wants to be a volunteer, is there a training process they have to go through?
So there's so many ways that volunteers contribute to our mission and what roles they play. They can help us in so many ways. We have our office here in Taylor, which is always looking for volunteers. We have our field volunteers. We also have prayer advocates, outreach advocates that go into churches and events and network to spread the word about our organization. We have also mentors who help volunteers that are new. There's truly a place for everyone to volunteer.
Now, if you decide to become a volunteer, are you committed to a definite number of hours that you have to serve, or how is it open? How many hours can a volunteer commit to?
So we would like for somebody to be able to commit to at least once a month, but life gets a hold of people at times, so you're busy. It's basically whenever you're available, and that's the good side of our website that we have developed, is that they can choose projects whenever they're available. So if they have time to spare one weekend or one weekday, they're welcome to find a project and pick whenever they want. We have some volunteers who may volunteer once a month. We have others who volunteer every week. So it just depends on your availability.
Well, I hate to make light of it, but one of my Ikeisms that I had a lot of mileage with, it says, now that I have all of the answers, no one is asking me the questions. So the truth of it is here, there are people out there that are talented from what they did in their day job, so to speak, and they want to, still be active of something they've already done. And here's a terrific opportunity that if you just, are not Mr. Fix-It type, you can work in the office and have the good feeling of knowing that you're helping people. I can imagine that there are so many people out there that are in need that don't know about this. So I'm so glad I had a chance to meet with you. And I'm just wondering, in your opinion, what are some of St. Joseph's Helpers' biggest needs right now? And how can the community support you?
Well, first off, if you can offer your time by volunteering, or any of the other volunteer opportunities that we have available. Another way you can help is to donate. Financial contributions help fund our services and projects. We also have in-kind donations, donating supplies like grab bars, light bulbs, things of that nature to help us with material cost. You can also raise awareness, spreading the word about St. Joseph Helpers in the work that we do within the community. And also, the biggest component could be partnering with us. Many businesses can contributing by offering services or good at discounted or no cost. There's workday volunteer programs, there's matching contributions, and most employers actually offer this service.
That's fantastic. And if anyone is interested in getting involved, do you want to repeat your contact information again, please?
Sure. You can visit our website to volunteer, donate, or if you have an inquiry about a request at sjhelpers.org. That's sjhelpers.org. Or call our office Monday through Friday. We're open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And our number is 800-303-5075.
And of course, I always like to promote our toll-free number, which is available as well. And that's 888-489-8980. So if anybody wants to speak to me directly, they can call 888-489-8980 and just press number 1. And if I'm not on the phone already, I'll speak to you directly, or you can call even over the weekend if you are so inclined. And Raina Bennett can actually also give you guidance in terms of how you indeed can make a positive difference. One of my favorite thoughts about humanity, and this was given by Maimonides, who was one of the great wise people in the age of, where there was no telephones or anything. And his saying was, to know because you have lived, you have made someone else's life easier, and they can breathe easier, you are a success. And Miss Raina Bennett, you are a success. Keep on keeping on, okay? God bless.
Thank you so
right
much.
Now I got to take a brief break, and we'll be right back.
When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 888-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
And I cannot stress that magic word, dignity. Of all of the feedback I get when I do seminars at different senior centers and have kind of conversations with seniors, being able to take care of yourself in a dignified way is one of the biggest desires by almost everyone that I've run into. Have you ever noticed, even at a supermarket or someone that's walking with a walker and trying to get into a car, and many times you can see they're struggling, but I always make an effort to offer help. And I'm amazed how many times, as difficult as the other person seems to be having, and they're trying to get into the car or opening up a door, when you ask them, "Can I help you?" I said, "No, that's all right. I can do it." People want to be able to keep on going for as long as they can. And that's what the purpose of our program is. And I'm really so pleased that I'm able to convey that message to you. We just heard from Raina Bennett, who's the executive director of St. Joe's Helpers, of how many free services that are available for the needy. And likewise, House Calls on Wheels, that's one of our sponsors, can renovate your home so that you don't have to go into a nursing home if you can avoid it. Don't get me wrong. If you need to go into a nursing home, there are many terrific nursing homes out there. But let's face it, if you don't have to go into a nursing home, it's not exactly the most wonderful thing to look forward to. And of course, with retirement homes, you have the option there as well. But if you want to stay in your home, give us a call, and we have professionals that can show you where your life can be made easier in your home, and we don't charge for the consultation. In fact, I'll make a commitment that if you are serious about wanting our advice and are willing to be open-minded about making some changes in your home, if you just have us out for a free quote and consultation, we'll give you a free reacher, one of those grabbers that you see for hard-to-reach type areas, so that makes your life easier. And also gives you an opportunity that you can be aging in dignity and successfully. I have some other thoughts I'd like to share with you in terms of what options you have in enjoying the life that you have left. The worst thing in the world is to be constantly complaining about what you don't have. Instead, celebrate what you do have. Right now, I unfortunately have to wrap up this segment of the show with my favorite parting thought, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others, because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Enbelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other in achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, entrepreneursnetworkofmichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
I think right now you should write down that number, 888-489-8980, because quite frankly, if you think about it, we try with our sponsors to help your life easier and also beneficial to everyone around you. So many times people that are in need of basic things are embarrassed or feel intimidated to ask for help. We have sponsors like Aberdeen, who is a veteran and is looking to help veterans that actually want to get into the moving business as well. And if you're considering moving into a retirement home, Sam George, who's the owner, will actually help you set up your furniture in your new location. And I had the privilege of meeting with Sam George years ago, and we've become really terrific friends. So if you are an entrepreneur and want to start your own business, Sam could help you in that area. And no matter how fancy-dancy we get with all of the technology, there are certain businesses that will be around for as long as we're around, and certainly moving business is a great way of getting into business. And if you're physically able to do it yourself, great. If not, there is actually a whole army of people, literally, that are veterans that can help you in putting your organization together. So he has a free booklet if you're considering making a move, and for a limited time, just for getting a bid, He's willing to give you a free reacher so that you can reach hard to get stuff, and especially if you have back pain. And the truth of it is, as an entrepreneur, you should always be on the lookout for opportunities of what people need and provide it to them. It's very simple. So many people come up with ideas that in their own mind sound great, but no one seems to care about it. But to be an entrepreneur, you have to be smart enough to figure out, hey, what is it that I can do that will help me actually make an income so that I can live a successful life and help others? Well, the healthcare services are certainly one of those areas. I am so excited about having met an individual that's a real dynamo, as I like to call her. Her name is Gianna Montgomery. And Gianna Montgomery is a talented compliance coordinator for actually helping you and your family. And because of her creativity, her mother, Gianna's mother, is actually also a healthcare professional. And they said, hey, we're family. Why don't we start our home care agency and call it Montgomery Family Care? Is that right, Gianna? Or as I like to call you, Gina? Yes?
Yes.
Thanks so much for calling in today. And I had the privilege of getting to know you at our last Entrepreneurs Network meeting out there in Wall Lake. And by the way, our next meeting is going to be May 21st. That's a Wednesday, May 21st, from 11:30 to 1 at the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce, from 11:30 to 1. And we're going to have a free lunch if you qualify by showing up. And they're at 305 North Pontiac Trail in Wall Lake, Michigan. If you're interested in joining us, we'd love to have you. Our toll-free number is 888-489-8980. And Gina, you made a great impression on the people that were at our last meeting. And as you know, we always start our Entrepreneur Network meetings with a 60-second elevator pitch. So, to recreate what folks may have missed, Gianna Montgomery, give us your 60-second elevator pitch. Go for it.
Well, thank you. First, I want to say I appreciate you having me on, and it was amazing meeting you at the Salt Lake Entrepreneur Network meeting. I really appreciate the opportunity to meet you guys and myself. But again, just to introduce myself, my name is Gina Montgomery. I'm a care coordinator for Montgomery Family Care. We're a home care agency. We specialize in providing in-home care with physical limitations, as well as seniors with Alzheimer's and dementia. Our areas are Oakland, Wayne, and Macomb County. And one of our passions and what we specialize in doing is to care people with Medicaid, assisting family caregivers for getting paid for taking care of their loved ones.
Now, you actually provide quite a few different services. Can you share with us what services do you provide?
Yeah, absolutely. So the services that we provide are assistance with skills, which are such as activities, anything, memory care, meal prep, dressing, grooming, medication reminders are a huge one. And then again, those tailored care plans for people with Alzheimer's and dementia.
That's great. Listen, we're having some difficulty with your phone, and I wondered that you're breaking up on it. Do you mind calling back, and maybe we can get a better connection? Would you mind doing that? Go ahead, because I want to make sure I get your message across clearly. As far as the services that I wanted to stress is the fact that you not only provide basic things like bathing and medication assistance, but you, as I understand it, also are able to help people in the transportation needs. And what's so wonderful about it is that because of your background and you had some family issues, as I understand it, that actually motivated you to start as a whole company of family care. And I can't imagine actually someone that's in a situation where they see what their shortcomings are and not being able to help, and you come along and you provide that kind of service. The truth is there are so many different services out there that are either a franchise. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with franchising. There's a lot of great companies out there, but when it's family-owned, like family care, then it really makes a big difference. And I would like to pursue our conversation, but right now we'll take a brief break for one of our sponsors. So don't go away.
For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. When it's time to move.
And I am hoping that you have an opportunity to check out our sponsors. I can't tell you how much time I spend before I bring on anybody to promote a sales message, that I screen them. And Felix Cruz, who owns the Cruz Hearing Company, wears hearing aids himself. And guess what? So do I. And I'll tell you, if you're an entrepreneur and you try to struggle as your hearing is going down, you're making a huge mistake, because the key to being successful is being able to communicate properly. So by all means, take advantage of a free hearing test that could really make your life a lot easier and also more interesting. And I can't think of a more interesting person involved in the healthcare field that I've met in a long time than our guest, Gianna Montgomery, or as I like to call her, Gina. So, Gina, we're back online, I hope, with a better phone connection. Yes?
Yes,
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay. I just wanted to know your thoughts. There are so many people out there that unfortunately cannot afford the high cost of caregiving, and they're on Medicaid. So aside from private duty, I understand you actually help people that are on Medicaid. Is that correct?
Yes, certainly. Yes, that is one of our, I would say, unique points, really, with dealing and working with Montgomery Family Care. So it's many seniors who qualify for low cost in-home care through Medicaid, but don't even know how to actually navigate the system. So what we do is we walk families through the process by helping them get approved and matched with, experienced caregiver, often at no cost. So one of the things that we also like to do is help family caregivers get paid if they're already taking care of a loved one, because we know that's a full-time job. Actually, sometimes having to take off work to provide for a mother or grandmother if necessary.
So then, if someone is on Medicaid, what's the process? How do you get them signed up, so to speak?
So we partner with the state of Michigan through the Home Health Program, which makes us a Medicaid provider. And then, the process is completing that medical needs form. We'll get you connected with your local MDHHS office, get you that home health application, walk you through the application process and completing the medical needs forms. And then from there, we really hold your hand throughout the process with getting connected with a social worker and even getting the specific ADLs approved that you need for that in-home care. So that's how the process works.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that you actually help people with all of the techie stuff out there, that you, as a human being, are helping other human beings. How do people get a hold of you if they're interested?
Thanks for asking. Yes. You can find us online. Our website is mfchomecare.com. It has a list of our services and what we do, and just a little backstory about our passion and who we are. And then you can also contact us directly at our office line, which is 248-919-8388. Again, that's 248-919-8388.
And, of course, I always like to give out our toll-free number as well in case you have any difficulty, and that is 888-489-8980. And nice thing about having separate numbers like that, if one doesn't work, then we'll make sure we get the other one to work. And as far as your coverage, you actually work pretty well all 5 counties, right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
That's correct. So our primary service areas are Oakland County, Wayne, and Macomb.
Wow, that's quite an area, and I really appreciated the way you handle yourself, and I can see that people that will call you can benefit, and we were talking as well that you assist in helping people set up their medications, because that's a big issue. A lot of seniors forget how to set up their medications for the week, and you've got terrific ideas and systems that can help in that area as well. And before we part company, is there anything that you wanted to mention that I didn't give you a chance to say? So go for it.
Yeah, thanks again. To say to our audience today, if you guys have any questions, we have 40 years of experience in this industry, so use us as a sounding board. Navigating care for loved ones or even yourself can be difficult, and we just want to be that point of reference for our community. And we're just so grateful for the opportunity to talk to you guys today. And I look forward to speaking with you guys.
All right, and we'll definitely have you back on because what you're doing, Gina, is fantastic. So have a great day. Right now, we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back.
When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
And now I want to remind you folks, one of the horrible things that's going on today in our society is that we have human trafficking. And it's so horrible to hear year 2025 that we basically have got monsters out there abducting human beings and basically enslaving them. And Hope Against Trafficking is a phenomenal organization whose mission is to help these poor trafficked people. And they've got the board of directors, and they've got some dynamic, talented people. And one of the people, volunteers, is Amanda Kozlowski, as they say in Polish, not Kozlowski. So Amanda Kozlowski has a company called Ring True Company. And she's actually making a meaningful impact in the lives of the survivors of human trafficking. Ring True Company provides dignified employment for survivors through crafting ethically sourced jewelry and accessories. Through partnerships with Safe Homes and severe anti-human trafficking nonprofits, Ring True offers training and support, empowering the survivors to reclaim their dignity and purposes. Ring True works with survivors who are enrolled in the Pontiac, Michigan-based Hope Against Trafficking. It's a 2-year residential program. Welcome, Miss Amanda Kozlowski. And
Hi,
I just wondered, you could tell, hi, I'm wondering you could tell us about your jewelry talents and how the program works. Go for it.
Awesome. Yeah, I would love to do that. I was starting the business myself in 2020 when the COVID lockdown happened. I was making jewelry by myself. I think about this idea, and I felt like Scott me an awesome thing that I could do to help in the community. And so when I first started my business, I was donating back into local nonprofits that were doing anti-trafficking work, but I was doing all the work of making the jewelry myself. The business started picking up, and after about a year and a half, I just couldn't keep up with the demand of the making of the jewelry. And my sister and I, who are partners in our business, talked about it, and we felt like the right thing to do was to actually involve survivors in the making of the jewelry instead of just donating back into the Safe House. So that's how we became partnered with working with the Safe House.
Wow. What a simple concept and such a wonderful cause. So, in other words, every purchase that's made through Ring True is actually making not only people's lives more enjoyable, but also they feel more dignified, and it gives them the good feeling of knowing others are out there to help. So if there is a worthy cause, as they always say, to become self-sufficient. So you actually have these survivors help you in the process of making the jewelry, and then how do you market it? How do you get it out to the public?
There's lots of different ways that we do that. My sister and I do events a lot. So we'll go pretty much anywhere where there's vendors and we'll sell the jewelry. The ladies that we work with, we pay them for what they make, whether we sell the jewelry or not. We say, make as much or as little as you want, and then it's on us to get out into the community and raise awareness for the work that we're doing and let people know, hey, I know you can buy a bracelet anywhere, but this bracelet, this particular one, is actually helping support a woman who has been severely traumatized and gone through the most horrific thing you can think of. And when you buy a bracelet that she made, you're helping her get back on her feet. And that is something that brings such joy to us that we get to be a part of.
Well, not to take it off track, but a friend of mine who's been very successful in the building business, many nights we used to, or many social times we get together. After we have dinner, he would drive us around town on some of the buildings that he had, the parts that he was in the cement business. He said, yeah, we put the bricks on this particular building, and the joy he had in sharing that with us still lasts now 50 years later. I imagine someone who's a survivor, who's been abused and all, suddenly makes something beautiful. That must give them such a wonderful feeling themselves. They've created something that's going to make another person's life happier. Is that true?
Yes, I love that you said that. I feel like you have completely, in just a few sentences, captured the heart of exactly what we're doing. That's the whole point. As we're looking at these ladies, we meet with them every week, some of them twice a week. We sit side by side with them, woman to woman, and we share stories, fun stories about our childhood, growing up. We laugh a lot together, and they know that there's people out there who are looking at the things that they're making, and they love them. We've got our products in over 80 boutiques across the United States. So we are a local business to Pontiac, but these ladies know, a boutique order just came in from California, and we have to make this many bracelets for them. And it is so uplifting to them to know that something they are creating with their own hands is that desired, that there's people across the country that want it.
Right. Well, we just have a minute or so left. I'd like for you to give out what's the best way for anyone interested to get a hold of you. Go for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got our website. It's ringtrueco.com. So anybody that wants to check out our jewelry can go on our website. It can be purchased directly from there. There are lots of places to purchase it in person across the United States, but it's too many for me to list. Right now, the best way to get it is through our website, ringtrueco.com. If you have any questions about our business, you can email us at hello@ringtrueco.com, and I personally will respond to your email.
No, and of course, I have a toll-free number, 888-489-80. And I wish we could talk more today, but we'll have to do that another day, because right now I got to wrap it up with my favorite parting thought, which is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there's no excuse for for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.